Hello and welcome to Top Dog TV's Football News Roundup for the Saturday the 20th of January 2018. Jose Mourinho has confirmed, as if anybody needed it confirming, that Manchester United are in talks to try and sign Alexis Sanchez from Arsenal. The Chilean winger would be available on a free in the summer, but Jose does not want to wait until then to sign him. There are unconfirmed reports that he left the team hotel last night after saying goodbye to teammates to head off for a medical. On to some Liverpool news now, and Cardiff City manager Neil Warnock has confirmed that the Bluebirds will face financial punishment from Liverpool if their new loan signing from them does not play in at least 14 games this season. Serbian international Marko Grujic needs to play a certain number of games to maintain a work permit. Warnock said, "We won't get punished if he gets injured and things like that. We've got 19 league games and hopefully he'll play in all of them. A lot of clubs take players from the Premier League and don't play them. Well, that's a waste of time. Same as me sending someone out. If they make up the numbers, it's pointless. We'll have to look at penalising clubs if they don't play for them for a percentage of games." Grujic is hoping to push his claims for a place in the Serbian World Cup squad through playing at Cardiff in the Championship. On to Newcastle, and former Liverpool manager Rafael Benitez has admitted that he knew 3 or 4 weeks ago that the Amanda Stavely-led takeover of Newcastle United would not be happening in January. The Newcastle manager said that he had been speaking with Newcastle owner Mike Ashley about transfers in January, and he had already told him that the takeover will not go through in time. Benitez says that nothing has changed for him, and he's still looking to add 3 or 4 players to his squad in this January transfer window. Premier League leaders Manchester City have been boosted by news that Fernandinho has signed a 2-year contract with them, which sees his deal run out in 2020. The 32-year-old has been described by Pep Guardiola as one of the best 3 holding midfielders in the world. A quick transfer roundup now, and Burnley have agreed a deal to sign Aaron Lennon even from Everton. The former England winger is surplus to requirements under Sam Allardyce, who does not see him as part of his future plans for the Toffees. Recently promoted Premier League side Brighton and Hove Albion has smashed their transfer record to sign striker Jurgen Locadia from PSV Eindhoven. The 24-year-old Dutchman has 9 goals in 15 games this season, and they hope he will end their goal-scoring problems. So far, Brighton have scored just 17 goals in 23 matches this season. Only Swansea City, who are bottom of the Premier League, have scored less. In international transfer news, Robin van Persie has returned to the Netherlands to re-sign for Fenerbahce 14 years after leaving his boyhood club. And unsurprisingly, Leon Goretzka has agreed a deal to join Bayern Munich in the summer on a free transfer. In some news from Manchester United, Michael Carrick has agreed to take a first-team coaching role in the summer. Carrick has been unable to play any football this season since suffering a heart problem in September, which necessitated a cardiac ablation due to an irregular heart rhythm. Chelsea manager Antonio Conte has admitted that Pedro dived against Norwich City to attempt to win a penalty. Pedro was one of 3 Chelsea players who were booked for simulation during the game. Conte maintains that 2 of the bookings were mistakes by the referee, but he does admit that Pedro did dive, even though he put it down to an excuse of tiredness. Pele's spokesperson has dismissed news of his hospitalisation as fake news. The legendary former Brazilian international, who is now 77 years old, had withdrawn from a dinner to be held in his honour by the Football Writers Association in London. Immediately news flooded the internet that he had been rushed to hospital after collapsing due to exhaustion, but according to his spokesman Jose Fornas Rodriguez, he just didn't want to make a long and stressful trip to London, in and out of who knows how many planes and airports. That's all. Andreas Schürrle has claimed that the rumours surrounding Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Arsenal are affecting Borussia Dortmund's performances on the pitch. The former Chelsea midfielder said, "It's been a big issue in the team. It's caused unrest and left us shaking our heads. It hasn't been easy to concentrate on football because there has been only one topic off the pitch." In Scotland, Rangers are hopeful that Lee Wallace will finally be back in action quickly. He has been missing since September, but has now had a hernia op, which they are hoping will have cured his problems. And finally, new Stoke manager Paul Lambert has ruled out the possibility of their goalkeeper Jack Butland leaving the club in the January transfer window. Lambert has said, "I saw that lad play against United. He is one of the best. I don't care what anybody says. That boy is one of the best goalkeepers I've seen. He's got the stature, he's got great kicking, and he made saves at Old Trafford that were great. He had no chance with the goals, absolutely none whatsoever. It's not just him who's conceded the goals, it's everywhere. He's only a young lad, but he's definitely one of the best. Jack Butland, in my opinion, is one of the best around without a doubt, not just in Britain, but in Europe. That praise is despite Butland conceding 43 goals in his 20 Premier League appearances of the season as part of the worst defensive unit in the Premier League, which is in part responsible for them being sat in the drop zone. I would think there was no chance of him being moved on anyway, because his injury problems will have meant no one was willing to risk shelling out so much money for a keeper who misses so many games a season.